guys, Lance Thomas fan here, and today I have two things I got from Goodwill. Now, a bit of a short backstory. I went to a yard sale today, wanting to get, of course, Thomas stuff. However, they didn't have anything. So I went to Goodwill and I found these two lots. Now, it doesn't look like I got this from Goodwill, but I did. I just opened the bag, so let's get into it. Transition. Our first one is a Trackmaster 2 brake van, or van. Nothing special. I just kind of like it because it reminds me of the nostalgic days of when this brand was happening. Yes, I was nostalgic for this because I was a 2010s kid. I was born in the 2010s, aka 2010. I was born in 2010 and was barely old enough to get the original Trackmaster range before getting the Trackmaster 2 range, which came out in 2014, aka the liable age to be owning a bunch of Thomas toys, 4 years old. So this is when I got, that's when I got the Trackmaster range, and I'm very nostalgic for these. Because, I was really just wanting to get these, because that was my original thing back then, was these Trackmaster items. Anyways, let's go to the next thing. Transition. We're going a bit misty for this one. We have the Misty Island Brake Van. Now, I got this, I got this in the bag with all this other stuff, and I already have two brake vans already. I already had gotten some of the, fun fact, all these came from Goodwill. These two came in the same lot. This one being the more, regular brake vans you would see. This one being, one of the Missy Island ones, of course. And then a gingerbread house. Okay, they clearly used this mold for this, because look at this, and then this. Window, roof. And then this is when they edited the mold to do this. But, yeah, that's basically it. Moving on to the next one. Bad transition. Into our next one. This is the flatbed. I don't know what you want me to say about it. It's a flatbed. It's flat, and you could put a bed. Crappy transition. Into the next item, which is this. Red truck. Just a red Hit Toys 2009 truck. Crappy transition. Now, I'm putting these two items in the same thing because you guys might have seen these already on my channel. And, well, if you haven't, it's because I already own these sets of trucks. These are my versions. These are the Goodwill versions that I got from Goodwill. As you can tell, this is clearly mine, as it's been through a lot more pain than these guys. Whoever kid had this, you treated these well. I clearly didn't. Corners. But yeah, here, let's get a comparison between these two. Here is my version, right here, and the new Goodwill version. This one still has the original Trackmaster coupling. Mine does not. This is actually a play rail one, because this original one was chewed basically and was stretched out more, so it didn't really connect that well. So I replaced it, not knowing I was gonna get a new one a year later, but whatever. These two, yeah, still the same, basically the same thing. Just this one hasn't had a replaced coupling on this. But, however, you can tell which one is better than the other. Anyways, to the next item. Let's get a little train-tastic. Let's snap a thing of traction. Okay, before we get into the track, let's do Unbagging with Landon. With your host, me, Landon. So, let's get into this. Holy crap, that scared me for a second. Seems like there's a part floating around in here. Let's see. But first we have Irvine, I think. Don't remember. I should remember these next three because they're more iconic than him. We got Wilson. Does not work, but him and Irvine. Then we have, maybe Old Puffer Pete. And, oh god, they did not transfer him well into this range. Trying to make a round engine into this does not work. Because they had to fit all the mechanics to do the talkability and stuff. So here we have the next engine, which is Frostini, which his door is missing here. I think it's the same mold as Action Chugger, but we'll look at that later. Next we have Brewster. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I guess these were sun faded at one point because his thing is missing. But here's Brewster, not able to talk, but listen. And here's his little piece. I think I might have broken the bag, so hopefully that wasn't me. Okay, let's actually get into their separate review thingies. Starting now. A little bit of a backstory. I went to Goodwill before, and I'd found these two in a lot with interactive piece too. But yeah, these two work. Yep. Anyways, these are the interactive chuggers line. I think it lasted for a while until it kind of ended, obviously, but let's get into these guys. Starting with, since the face of the brand, of the recognizable brand that you're trying to rip off is blue, make the face of your trying to make recognizable brand red. Here we have Wilson. Pretty good. He works well in this Trackmaster. Yeah, pretty cool. He is a, he's one of these. I don't know what they're called. B units? ABC units? Get out! But yeah, this part does it for Wilson. I'm not doing this with the rest because the rest don't have their bases. Let's move on to Mr. Broken Axle. Not Axle, but, you know, Oh, Brewster, whatever happened to you, sir? So yeah, he's clearly been sun faded at least at some point, but he doesn't look that bad, honestly. I mean, he works. He's a British unit, I'm pretty sure. I just don't remember what. Don't sue me in the comments if you're a Chuggington fan. I'm not. It's just cool to own these because they're kind of cool, I guess. Moving on to the next. Want some ice cream? Well, Frostini can give it to you. I don't know if I would want it from him, as his ice cream is not covered up. Pretty cool. It would have a close and open feature, just like Action Sugar over here. Basically, think of this, but for Frostini. Pretty good. It's just that smile. The smile is like the smile is of a man who will kill you. He doesn't care if he's a train, he will still kill you. Another way to rip off a recognizable brand is to make all the engines diesels in your primarily train series and make one of them a steamy. A poorly translated steamy. In this range of interactive chuggers is we have Old Puffer Pete. What I like about Old Puffer Pete is if you get really far away, it looks like he's wearing his glasses. Kind of. You gotta really get it far away though, but you can't see his glasses right here. And trying to make a primarily round shape and fitting electronics into it, you get this. And ouch, this only looks like Frostini. Do not look at the back, as it is just black plastic. And it clearly doesn't help, as this thing is literally just probably a shell on one of the normal chuggers. Like basically, squeeze as much as we can so that way it can work. But it didn't. So why'd you do it? Just make him a pull-along unit, I don't know. The only way to stop global warming in Chuggington and America is to recycle your stuff. And Irvine will just do that for you. I think this is his name. Don't sue me, I'm not a Chuggington fan. I'm a fan of this, not this. So, don't sue me. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool, interactive. Cool. I own the diecast, and I was really trying to do this with the diecast versions of these engines because I own those, but this works too. Why not? That's my chugging. This is my Chuggington cast as of this moment, and I am Landon the Thomas fan, signing out. Whoopity doo.